What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's been a minute, but today I just want to talk about the current state of Jujutsu Shenanigans and like what the flaws about this game. Me personally, I think that this game is like one of the best battleground games I ever touched Roblox, and for sure one of the best anime games that reached this platform. But that it's just to say that this game doesn't have its flaws. I would say one of the biggest flaws about this game is the combat. I feel like the combat is very like unbalanced, and oftentimes you really gotta like cheese your way into like winning a fight, if you know what I mean. Like, so for example, right, if you like blocking and stuff, if you're like blocking, you're finding a character, especially you're like finding like someone like Hikari, they could like cheese your way into like bypassing your block, if you know what I mean, right? You gotta like you gotta dash and tilt your camera a certain way, and you're able to bypass someone's block. I feel like, me personally, that mechanic is very stupid. That like defeats the whole purpose of like blocking when it comes to like games and stuff, and having guard breaks, right? If you're gonna add guard breaks into your game and you're gonna make it where you're able to bypass someone blocking if you just tilt your camera a certain way, that's just like very stupid, you know? Like, what's the point of having guard breaks if you could just bypass someone's block with just skill alone? Not even skill, you're just cheesing your way into someone's blocking. So I feel like, you know, the only way you could really fix this issue is just make it where like, oh yeah, when you're blocking, you can just what's called bypass it, as in like someone can't attack you from behind, because I feel like that's the way you bypass people blocking. You attack someone from behind and stuff, like you don't have your camera facing the person or whatever, in a sense. But that issue is also with other battleground games. Like with other battleground games, like you run into the same issue of like you tilting your camera a certain way and you're able to bypass their block. That's like, you know, I feel like that's like very cheesy and defeats the purpose. But also I want to go over the characters in this game. You know, some of the characters, you know, it's just like, I'm not to say it's bad, but it's evident that some characters just have a bad matchup. For example, if you're in Nara and fighting someone like who has Charles Chris technique, the Charles Chris technique is the guy with the future sight, whatever, right? Like the counter guy, right? So if you're Nara, you know, if you playing against someone who's a Charles user, it's pretty much a bad matchup, because that person gets to counter every attack you do and stuff. So like, you gotta be very skilled and know what you're doing and stuff. And also you got Megumi, right? Megumi is obviously like broken if you know what you're doing, because all you really have to do is just get someone on the ground, and all Megumi skills is freaking ground. Like you get to attack people on the ground and stuff, basically. And when you're on the ground, you're at your most vulnerable state. So like, it's very like, you know, ground hitboxes and stuff. So like, I feel like that's also needs to be fixed, because like, come on. And you also got the fact that they added this new character called Meme. I wouldn't say Meme is trash and stuff, because obviously it's good, but like, it's evident that this character is not fit to be like necessary in this game. What I mean by that is how the map works, right? So basically, Meme is a character where you mainly use air combos and stuff, right? So if my character is mainly air combos, right, and you got a map that's very like has a lot going on, as in like there's buildings everywhere and trees and stuff, right? Oftentimes where it's gonna be hard for you to hit your you know, combos, whatever and stuff. So like stuff's just gonna get in the way and stuff. So like, I feel like that's more evident. You know, they need to fix the map, at least change the map if you're gonna add more characters into your game. Even Nara ran into this problem where it was hard to even hit your skills with one of the skills and stuff, because like stuff was getting in the way and stuff. So like, So that's like one of the issues with this game. So they need to fix the map, but I'm pretty sure that's about it. You know, I just want to go over like the combat, you know, how some characters don't even work for this game. Obviously I'm in a ranked match, so I could like freely use main race character and stuff, you know. But yeah, that's about it. And make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. You know, I just want to just make a quick video. But honestly, I'm about done. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm done with making Roblox videos, but like, you know, I'm getting older and stuff. So last time I posted a Roblox video was like 3 years ago. So yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye.